Joining us for more on the jobs report is the White House National Economic Council Director, Gene Sperling. Gene, great to have you with us from Washington. And, we were just talking with PIMCO CEO Mohamed El-Erian, who says, look, these numbers are encouraging here for the month of October, but he says that the United States is still clearly in a jobs crisis.
Yeah, I agree really with both the comments that have been made before. There's no question this shows that we are making progress on private sector jobs, that we've created over 100,000 this month, almost 300,000 over the last 2 months, and about 1.5 million this year. That is certainly better progress on private sector job creation at this period of the recovery than we saw after the last recession. But when you are coming back from such a deep hole, from the worst downturn recession that we've had since the Great Depression, it's just not nearly good enough. It's not nearly quick enough to start bringing unemployment down, to start dealing with those who've been unemployed for 6 months, a year longer. Right. And that's why we wake up every day asking what we can do to help pass the American Jobs Act or the key components, because we can't be satisfied with this. Nobody should be satisfied with 9% unemployment or projections of 2% growth next year. And what we have in our power is the ability to put forward some bold injection of new demand that could help add, according to private sector forecasters, 1 to 2 million jobs next year. That can make a very big difference in speeding up that return to a healthy labor market.
Gene, you heard obviously from Ben Bernanke earlier this week after their policy meeting, and even he has said that the Fed misread the economy and the bullishness that they had thought, or the recovery that would be happening here in the U.S. And he said, look, the Fed is doing all it can right now to help spur the economy and the jobs market, but that they need help from other parts of Washington, from Congress and from the White House. Did you take, though, any of his comments as any type of criticism that the White House is not doing enough?
Well, hardly. There's no question. It is the White House, it is President Obama who's put forward a $447 billion American Jobs Act, which would have a very significant impact on the projections. Don't take our word for it. Talk to top private sector forecasters, Moody's, J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, macroeconomic advisors. They will all tell you that the difference in the growth estimates and the job creation estimates for next year will be very significant. Think about what happens if we do nothing. One of the reasons we've had some cushion in this economy this year is that in December, under the president's leadership, we had a temporary payroll tax cut that put $1,000 extra in the typical family's pocket. Right now, many in Congress, particularly on the Republican side, are willing to let that expire so that families would actually be paying $1,000 more in taxes next year. Hard to imagine anything would be worse for the economy. The president said, let's up the ante. Let's actually cut payroll taxes in half for every small business and every worker. There is no question that if we succeeded in that, it would improve our prospects for stronger job growth significantly and increase the chances that we start getting that upward momentum that we desperately need, and provides a cushion for the things we cannot control, that might happen in Europe and our other places.